T1 who have major aspirations, Motivate Trust. They had major aspirations, but after a loss early this week to Fnatic, their pathway to get to the major is a little bit tricky. Early pressure on Cuckoo. It's going to force an Earth Spike from the Lion to help bail him out, help get him back to safety. You can kind of see here some of the problems maybe with that Greed is going to be the constant pressure in the laning stage. A hero like Razor so good at zoning people away. Top lane though, meanwhile, Q gets gone on 23. Savage gets a first blood. Double kill. He almost paid for it with his life. Weaver going to go look to suicide in the tower. Zephyr is gonna die. They're gonna get some experience, it looks like, for it. So Spirit Breaker gets level 2, leeches the experience from the suiciding Weaver who just throws himself at the tower. And they want 23 Savage as well. He's under his own tower. If he can buy out here, it could be fine for him. I think he knows he's gonna die. Doesn't lose much gold. He mostly had reliable gold there, so that's something that T1 are maybe gonna have to kind of talk about, is just, is this top lane going how we want it to? Charge towards the mid lane. Can they get this puck? The Dragon Tail going to set things up here. The puck has a waning rift, but going to throw out the Dream Coil, cancel the charge, and catch the DK near the tower, not under, as Whitemon TPs in, has an Earth Spike and a Hex, and they're going to take out the DK. Too aggressive from Gacha Boy. As Fearless is going to be regretting that move there. Despite having that Razor versus Doom, they haven't been able to keep the Doom away from his farm. Charge up top is not really going to be followed up by too much. The 3 points in Shadow Strikes is annoying for 23 Savage to deal with, but he says, well, you go on me, I go on you. Gets a kill on Q Spirit Breaker with ease and may force Master just to blink on out. He blinks away, luckily. Oh, is he far enough away? The Stifling Dagger, he's going to be close. He gets the blink in. May go down to the Scream if he's not careful. 23 Savage is ticking. Zephyr may just have to deny him. I believe he's going to have to go for that deny. He gets one more creep. Oh no, he wandered. What are you doing? Okay, there we go. They still got the deny. Almost messed it up a little bit there. Just Doom doing Doom things. Farming up a Storm. Top of the net worth. Having a great time. And in mid, it's a lot of pressure on this DK. Fearless has got to be careful with this DK positioning, considering how low he is. And with the Weaver rotating in, they've got a lot of nuke damage. Whitemon's showing up as well. And once again, it's the double support rotation to get these kills. There is a charge looking for a counterplay here. Whitemon getting low will go down, but Carl coming back in with another orb and waning rift. He's gotten the second kill for his team. As T1 constantly coming mid with the supports. Does feel like this is not how he would have hoped this lane would have gone. Razor and Disruptor just unable to really do as much as you would hope to against a hero like Doom. The Razor usually feasting on these melee off laners, but top lane, they've gone in with a Blink Strike. They want the Queen of Pain. Is the Hex going to be enough? The charge may just save his life. Master tries to turn and go for a Sonic Wave, I believe. Maybe just needed to blink out there. And now Q could be in some trouble as well. As 23 Savage with the Treads plus Orb of Corrosion is just wreaking havoc in this top lane. Q gets fingered. 9 minutes in, and Whitemon's hit level 6 on Lion. Glimpse back under the tower with a kinetic field. That should be the death of Zephyr. If he gets out of this one, I'll be a little surprised, and he may do just that. He's got the moves. He's got the time lapse in. Lays down the spray as bottom lane, a lot of action going on as well, as Doom's gone in, has the ultimate, as he's going to have to commit it to make sure they get the kill. The Sonic Wave is not going to be enough to kill Carl initially, but the Shadow Strike damage will be. Doom chases down Jackie as they trade Puck for Razor in the bottom lane, but it's top lane where I feel like this PA just continuing to absolutely demolish. Found Boom Bell. It's just action non-stop here as 23 Savage will get the kill. The DK shows up a little bit too late with the Dragon Tail, and he may be in some trouble now with the two supports here, but can you burst the way through a 3 points in Dragon Blood DK? Doesn't look like it. With next Dragon form back up, maybe this time around Gacha Boy's thinking, we got to get this. We've got a Siege Wagon. We have Dragon Form, but they go on the DK. He instantly pops an Invis, breaks the coil, he gets doomed up. He's going to pop like a piñata as Whitemon throws out the finger and everything. So they commit all their spells, bring down the DK. You know, this 4k gold lead quickly turns into a 6, 7, 8k gold lead when you're up against a Doom, so they switch things up. They put Razor on the front lines. He's showing mid. He's the one who's going to pressure the tower. Instead, Gacha Boy is going to lead the way to jump the backlines here. They glimpse back the Doom. They want Cuckoo. He's going to buy out as much as he can towards his BKB, and the Static Storm on the backlines means there's not really much of a counterplay for T1. At least be active now and take some fights, particularly when they have these ultimates. Line up top is showing, and this could be a quick pick off of Motivate Trust. They go in, but it's a bait. Jackie's going to have to commit his BKB, but if he gets doomed here, there's no TPing out for him. Luckily, the glimpse away means Cuckoo is not going to initially get that Doom off, but Jackie's BKB wearing off could spell trouble for him. He gets caught by the Dream Coil here. The Bullwhip used offensively on him as well, and the right-click damage should be more than enough as 23 Savage shows up to help secure the kill for Cuckoo, who will happily hold on to his Doom. T1 knowing this, it's smoking up from one fight to the next. DK may walk into this one. He's going to be careful. He's got a BKB, but if they see him, it is daytime. I believe they'll see him in just a second. Blink Hex. Forget BKB when you're up against a Lion. Finger being used. Third finger stack. And they've also caught some heroes in the mid lane. Queen of Pain and Disruptor. 2 heroes without a BKB getting caught in the Dream Coil. They're ignoring them for now, but the Razor on the front lines with a BKB trying to keep them at bay. Doom is there with a Doom. Starts off with the Infernal Blade. The follow-up damage isn't going to be enough to bring down the Razor. You betcha with the Earth Spike. The puck goes in as well. Razor, you know, he fought admirably, but it's going to be too little too late. Spirit Breaker with the slowest charge ever. Finally gets out of some of the slows. But it's going to be a 4th kill. There we go. 4th kill. Cuckoo gets the last hit. Killing spree for him. Great initiation coming in. If anything, the pressure is on Motivate Trust. They're the ones who have to, you know, find some kind of smoke play, make a move. They need to be the ones getting the jump rather than getting jumped on. When you've got a hero like DK, this is not a hero that you want to get initiated. Otherwise, this happens. Suddenly, you're just not getting value. And the Earth Spike hitting too. Q could be in trouble as well. The Dream Coil going to catch the Spirit Breaker. Cuckoo going in trying to finish him off. But the Lion, meanwhile, has gone down on the T1 side. The chase is there for Spirit Breaker. Weaver gets out of the Static Storm. Puck scored in the middle, though. Can Puck get out of this one? Carl, yep, he can. Gets kind of glimpsed to the side of it, and that's not going to be enough as Jackie goes down, and Carl wants more. He's got the Witchblade, so he's kind of slowing Boombell on the retreat, blocks his juke through the trees. Waning Rift being right in front of him, and I think T1, surely off of this, I got to imagine going to go for that Roshan with a very comfortable gold lead, an Aegis, all 3 cores, top in the net worth chart. Any big kill they can get here and take over the map. Playing offensively, getting those deep wards down, really setting yourself up to have a great late game here. And if they see Massa and get a Blink Hex out, whoo, that was close. Maybe if Lion was in the front. They didn't quite get the vision. Now the charge is coming out on the Lion. Can they kill Whitemon here? That'd be a big one with the Shadow Blading Spirit Breaker through. The follow-up is there from the Dragon Knight, but he gets hit by the Earth Spike. They just killed the Lion in time. Spirit Breaker's going to buy back and look to charge his way back into this fight, but Dream Coil catching 2 could be problematic. Luckily, DK's BKB allows him to get out. The Spirit Breaker charge pushes the Puck. They pull him back into the Static Storm, but the Static Storm's worn off now, so Puck's still alive and still ready to keep on fighting. Carl wants back in. Goes in with the Waning Rift. Another Orb going to follow it up to help finish off a triple kill for him. They're not done. They mean business. Jack boys, he could be next as Cuckoo going for the body blocks. Pops the BKB just to be on the safe side. He's even holding on to the Doom, knowing they can get this kill without it. Doesn't want to get too close to a Razor, but he'll happily let his teammates finish off the kill as they get 4, only lose the Lion. Really, for T1, things looking very grim at this stage of the game. T1 have absolutely destroyed Motivate Trust's morale here as they find kill after kill. Q thinking he can split push some waves, gets caught by the Lion and the Puck. Motivate Trust gotta be feeling like there's not a whole lot they can do other than just sit back and hope for those like mistakes, misplays. Cuckoo jump in, breaks the Lincolns, pops the Doom. Boombell, well, oh, sorry, the Lincoln's was on the Doom. I think that was a glimpse back that failed on the Doom. It's 23 Savage, you can just push high ground with this Lincolns. Doesn't have to worry about the static link as much. T1 feeling like they can get these racks here. Blinking in, Cuckoo looking for that hoof stomp. Not gonna happen. Gets glimpsed away. And uh-oh, in deep is 23 Savage. He's got an Aegis, so he'll have a second life. He's holding the BKB for that second life. I don't see an easy way for them to get him a second time. Carl goes blinking on the back lines just to make sure of it, just to secure this racks here. And probably T1 have to either just retreat to one of those side lanes to push him, or they just double back and look to re-engage. T1 and now more recently Boom have come along and said, hey guys, wait a second. You guys can win some online tournaments, but when it comes to the DPC and these majors, we're the ones who can maybe reign supreme. Blinken, DK stun. They caught Zephyr on the Weaver. They blow him up. They commit a lot of ultimates to do so, and Carl may be looking to punish this one on the puck on the front lines, but with the BKBs used from DK and Razor, they've got to kite these out, and they're going to wear off in a second. Then Carl can go for that Dream Coil. Only gets on the Queen of Pain, but that's maybe enough for him as PA is just shredding through this Dragon Knight. That's a hero that's meant to be tanky and have a lot of armor, but he's managed to just blow up DK. Trade 2 for 2 for now with the Quap buying back. And I think T1 not even going to go greedy. They're not going to chase, look for more. They're waiting around, trying to push some of these side lanes. Top lane, Jack Boys wants to maybe deny this tower, but won't get a chance to do so as Carl. Doing a lot of damage here and has Cuckoo to back him up. Potential Blink Hoof Stomp. There we go. That's the Seb onto the Razor. Gets the Doom out as well onto... Oh, no, hasn't used the Doom. Holds onto it. There we go. Finds Massa. Doesn't want to waste it on Jack Boys. They know they've got that kill without it, and the Queen of Pain suddenly can't blink out. They lost Carl, though. Puck gets nicely sniped on the backlines by the Spirit Breaker, but it's too little too late, it feels like, as it's kind of full-on retreat here, and the DK in the front line is just doing no damage at all. 23 Savage, meanwhile, It's the polar opposite. He's got all the damage he needs, even against a hero like DK, who's just forced to Dragon Tail, Breathe Fire, just to mitigate some of that physical damage. Cuckoo wants in. He wants more. He gets the Blink Infernal Blade. Meanwhile, the PA slices up Q. He's going to get Gacha Boy next. It's a triple kill. Beyond godlike. And they are just laughing their way to a Game 1 victory. The Kookaburra laughs come out. The GG call. And T1 have secured themselves game number 1. Good stuff from them. Very dominant, very convincing. This was meant to be the series today that maybe looked like it could be good, could be, you know, a close one.
Personally, I think Invoker Quaswex with the Vessel is really strong in this game.
It looks like it's, yeah, maybe Whitemon's been...
Oh,
he
it is
did block.
blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So...
They should try and get the onboard. That feels kind of bad.
Yep. Have slightly pulled away. Back down bottom, a lot of harass going both ways early on, and Wraith King in some trouble. Jackie is going to give up an early first blood. Cuckoo and Zephyr just using the range constant harass.
It means he has less agi, which means he can't, like, last hit as well. You can, and that means you can, like, disrupt his last hits and get more denies. It just, like, makes his game, like, really hard. It makes his lane much harder.
Keep him away from the creep wave, and they're going to rotate in bottom lane. The Invoker comes, and Cuckoo is going to be an easy find for Gacha Boy. That's earn charges, I believe. As 2 kills go his way. Great start for Gacha Boy. Double kill in the bottom lane. Yeah, gets the earn charges and...
Because they have, like, a lack of chase on T1's heroes early on. There's not really any, like, jumps and leaps that you find in, like, spirits and stuff. So it feels like when you commit in, it's easy to go back.
Oh, they don't hit the brambles. Can they get this kill? The Eye is trying to heal him back up in the trees. Carl wants to chase him down with the Scorched Earth. The damage is adding up, and yeah, they'll still get the kill, unfortunately, for Invoker.
Yeah, because Invoker, like, TPing bot kind of, like, disrupts that idea of, like, yo, come mid and let's do something.
Spear on the Morphling. Have they got the damage for this with an Invoker rotation?
Holy,
Jeez.
they sure did.
Way more than enough. Well, Death Prophet's at level 6 now and got Exorcism. Look like Doom may be considering coming down bottom. Has a haste rune, so could look to turn this one around. They may be getting baited by Cuckoo here as Q leaps in, but Cuckoo just going to charge for Exorcism. Giving a lot of movement speed here, and the Wraith King gets back to tower, but doesn't have a point in the ultimate just yet. It was so close to level 6, but didn't have mana anyway, so Carl gets the kill. Looks like it's just going to be the 1 kill for now. Ready to dodge any kind of tornado that comes out, so...
Yeah, they're not showing many heroes on the map right now. I was chilling in the edge.
Never mind, maybe. Did end up getting caught, but got the Shadow Realm off before the tornado hit, I think. Could still get this kill as Zephyr, yeah, double Starstorm hit's going to bring him down. So nicely done.
Oh, their Carl's going to die though, which is pretty sad. It's nice to, like, convert kills into objectives.
Oh, but they've got Relocate now, so out of position Cuckoo, who probably thought he was just in a 1v1 with a Wraith King and he could bully a bit. But now the Relocate back. They're going to look to counterplay this as a 2-hero Earthspec that could be lined up perfectly and timed perfectly with a Doom there as well. But the Invoker's TP'd in, looking to turn this one around. They bring down the Mars with the finger. Morphling waving in, wants Boom Bell, but won't be able to get it. He's morphed into the Invoker, trying to show off his Invoker skills. But with a Ghost Walk, it looks like Gacha Boy is going to get himself back to safety. They'll trade Lion for Mars up top with the Cuckoo kill. So unfortunately for them, they get scattered out. So Dire had a nice ward down, fairly defensive on top. I mean, you mentioned T1's plans to farm. So they scattered the Mars Blink, and they'll give up the top tower. But here we go, battle over this top rune. Nice Blink in, they get the spear. The Hex was there, but it was half a second too late. So Carl got caught by that one, but does keep himself alive. The IO Tether trying to bail out Massa's Mars here as he gets relocated out of there. And both teams looking to disengage as Cuckoo charging forward with the Exorcism. Q's going to be forced to use at least 1 leap charge, and looks like he's going to get back to safety. Relocate back in. They miss time. The arrow, I think that was the Morphling's arrow. 23 Savage goes waving in. They've lost the Doom to start things off here. IO has been sniped here. 23 Savage once more on the Morphling, but he's a bit low on mana, and Jackie just shredding them on the backlines. This Wraith King says, I can get involved. He's got a Blink Dagger with the Armlet. His right-click damage, something that T1 have to fear and run away from.
They're going to be able to actually take proper fights because then you can just, like, Blink, Doom the Invoker or whatever, and start a proper fight that way.
Yeah, and even the Wraith King, it feels like he gets kited more so than the Mars does, potentially. One strike, fishing, uh-oh. Motivate Trust from 1 kill to the next. There's that 500 plus crit, and that I think was without the Alacrity.
Now they spotted the DD rune.
Juicy, juicy. Who takes it? They both went for it. Like, they literally both turned to pick it up at the same time, and these freaking offlanes, man.
This is like
no. He got the Morph Strength off. He's going to stay alive for now. The Sunstrike doing some good damage. Is there a God's Rebuke Massa? Can't quite. There we go. He finishes them off with the God's Rebuke. Morphling is down, and this is why it takes the Aegis. This is why it takes the double damage. Mars, the true carry of this team.
Well, and that's when you can do like relocate plays, or you can smoke back into your own jungle to kill them. Ooh, looks like T1 found the timing.
Speaking of spicy plays, they feel like this is it. Their smoke gets popped though. Ayo's on the high ground. Boombell could be in some trouble with the Hex there, but they have other targets in mind. Doom, can he find a good target? Doesn't look like it for now. Jackie in the front lines with the reincarnation. They've already killed off the Invoker, so this could be a nice kill if they can get it. But they've got to kill him twice. The Fear waits for him, but he gets the BKB blink out. Jack Boys gets back to safety. So they know this Ayo's about to come back in. And he's got a Bramble waiting for him, so Motivate Trust may just have to suck up their losses here, but Morphling died during that fight, so this is their timing, trying to get their way around these wards. Cuckoo, maybe not the best here to be in the front to pop a smoke. He doesn't find any kind of target to go on here. Instead, it's going to be the Wraith King blinking in. Gets caught by the Hoof Stomp. Poor Death probably getting very, very low to start things off, but they've already lost the Wraith King. He didn't have his reincarnation back, so it's a very bold play for him to blink in and try stun someone without the ultimate. And Motivate Trust get punished for it. It looks like Wraith King's opening up the slot for something.
Nope. Mars time! Because an Aegis is 5 minutes long. Maybe you spend 4 minutes of the Aegis closing the map or farming, and then you spend the last minute like trying to, well, maybe the last 2 minutes trying to go high ground. But I'm guessing it's up to them. Like, do they feel strong enough to take a 5-on-5 team fight?
Ooh, gets forced in some trouble here. He's going to lose his first life for nothing, which means he's going to value his second life very heavily as Ayo dies in this process. He tethered way too far in. Massa on the front lines has his BKB. He's still got the Aegis to play around, but this Ayo not able to really do a whole lot.
This is what I'm saying though. Like, that must have been planned to some degree. Like, they're saying like if they move up, we'll like execute it like this, because they all seemed really ready to like get on top of that move.
Motivate Trust were not ready at all.
Yeah.
But they are ready to re-engage. They want this Doom before he can pop the Doom. And it looks like they will be able to bring him down without a buyback. Great play from Massa, using the Aegis to kind of make some bold moves, and they may just get a Rax off of this. T1 were not ready for that play.
Dude, where was Lynx? He needed to force stuff him out of that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
And with that, Motivate. They're in again. It's Massa. The offlane boss sets up another kill on the Dark Willow with another spear. He's pretty far in, though. Will lose his first life, has a second. Maybe going to be relying on an Io save here. Is there a relocate out? Yep, perfectly timed. He precast it while he was respawning. I don't know if he's, hopefully he's changed it since the change. And maybe it's, I hate interviews again, but I love interviews again, sorry. But here we go. T1, smoke up, making their move. What can they find? Both teams smoked up. Going around this mid lane, blink in. He gets the BKB off before the Wraithfire Sun can hit him. There's Cuckoo on the front line. He's going to commit the X's and try and bring down the Wraith King's first life. They've got a second life now to worry about. BKB on Massa. He's gone in for the spear. They get the Doom out. I believe it's on. No, it's not onto Jackie. He got the Lincolns out, and the Doom instead is going to be onto the Mars. Can they bring down this Mars? He's being healed up by the Io. The Io trying to keep him alive, but with the Earth Spike, it's not going to be enough to get the kill because he gets relocated out. Great play from the Io, but 23 Savages in. He's turned into the Invoker. He's trying to find some more kills for them, but it's just a Mirana for now. 23 Savage just not quite having the lockdown to get the initial kills, but has a follow-up on the Io who did end up relocating back into the middle of them, and T1 probably happy with the outcome there.
They have no spells. They have no Finger, no Doom, no Exorcism.
They got no fear.
No fear, yeah! What would be more strong, no fear or fearless?
Next in the Earth Spike, and they got the damage for this one. It's Massa. Where's the Io? He's dead. No body to save you here, but Massa's just going to turn and fight and take out the Morphling with a spear plus God rebuke Massa. He's the king of this game. 3 kills go their way. That is demoralizing, and more than demoralizing, it's terrible for their chances of winning this game.
I think if Wraith King gets an Axe, that makes T1 really sad. You're dooming them, but then they're just still alive after their death. Ooh.
That Shadow here. They come. They smoked out T1, but Jackboy says, I'm just going to jump in as soon as I see you. BKB from Cole used pretty early here. They're going to take out Jackie's first life. Can they deal with his second? They've lost the Willow, who's going to instantly buy back. Cuckoo with the BKB Exorcism. Can't find a good target to go on here. And with the Aeon Disc, Mirana's still alive. He's the one who actually got doomed up, so they're going to take out the Mirana. The pesky Ags Mirana goes down. They've got a second Doom. It's on the Mars. Can he get bailed out? He can. The relocate is going to keep him alive for now. They know the Eye is coming back in. They leave the Bramble there, awaiting his return, but it seems like T1 don't want to fight him on the return because buyback from Mirana means this fight is all but over, as Zephyr is going to go down in the process. And
Well,
he just
it's a
bought
choice to
back. It's all up to the Morphling, and you can't morph into that Willow. They're just going for the tier 4s. What have you got, T1? Say Motivate, Trust, and Reincarnation already back up. They've got a fortification, but an Alacrity Wraith King is about to just shred through their buildings. Blinking with a Hoof Stomp, there's still no Dooms. And Morphling is really the only damage they've maybe got to try and fight this one, but with Io just there to kind of sit behind them, this is just looking like a hopeless defense from T1. They're slowly whittling away at the Wraith King, but that's just his first life, and now they're going to focus the Throne here. They've got to try and delay and buy time, but for what? It's still 25 seconds without the Willow, 30 seconds without the Death Prophet, and the Throne is just going to get focused down, and it's GG, T1 get defeated, and we are going to a game 3, Sheepo.
We are actually going to a game 3. Dude, how good do you feel taking a game from T1? Is this another reverse taking game
Reverse
like
taking.
like
Yeah.
with Obi Neon?
Ability to just grab a range creep, have the lane kind of push out, and then so we can get a wave to him.
Top side as well. The general positioning coming through from the Dawnbreaker as well as Masaros says, yeah, they get nice and aggressive. This is the way to punish, right? Level 1 CM, not that strong.
A little bit careful here, but without any backup, I don't think this Doom can really make too many plays.
I wonder how long Bumbu is going to actually stay in that lane as Masa.
Oh, TPs. Is this the Viper with the haste? The Spear, not going to stun him or lock him in place. He TPs out. He goes down before the TP even completes. Gotcha Boy did rotate in. He didn't even have to use his haste rune in the end, it looks like. So, much like game number 2, Motivate Trust feeling like they are the aggressors. They are the ones smoking up, making plays, trying to punish the T1 greed. And exactly that. They find the hero they're looking for. It's the Leshrac, and no chance to TP out now that you're that low. So, good use of the Lion rotation.
And one of those best heroes to A, be able to defend that tower, but also, of course, be extra efficient with getting all of that golden experience. He just hit up onto his level 6, so maybe they're going for this.
Arena, followed up by the God's Rebuke. He got a spear, he's going to maybe spear him back, and he's going to hold on to it. Masa gets the first kill, that's the first life, but the Doom comes out onto the Viper. With the follow-up Hoof Stomp here, there's the counterplay. It's going to come from the Mars to keep him alive with a bit of heal here, and they get the nice Earth Spike onto the Doom. Have they got the damage to this one? Io can't keep him alive. The freezing field doing some good damage there to help kill off the Viper. That's the big kill that T1 were looking for, and even Zephyr jukes his way out of this one with a tether, and they may get massive with another Nova. Yeah, that's a great room for the Leshrac. Charging on forward, Jack Boys could be in some trouble here, but a great stun from Q. Keeps him alive, and they'll be zoned away with the Plasma Field. So Motivate Trust cut their losses there, but Viper going down. Doesn't seem like... Okay, no, let's say T1 maybe not looking to defend this tower, but they are going to start TPing in backup heroes to help keep Cuckoo alive if he gets gone on. But with this creep wave, it does seem like they're committing to this tier 1. Gotcha Boy rotates in with Jackie. They're all TPing in. No fortifications if the tower goes down, but can they punish this? Cuckoo trying to lead the charge here. Gotcha Boy going low, but yeah, great Earth Spike. As Leshrac rotates in, they get the backlines here with the Io relocating in, and that's a big Dawnbreaker is maybe just going to throw away his life here. Tries to leap his way out of there, but now Arena onto 3! Oh boy! Boombell follows up with a Finger of Death kill. He's trying to mana drain the Wraith King, but he's got way too much mana to get this kill. Can they kill him a second time? It's going to be tricky. If anything, 23 Savage just needs to stun and run. Boombell going to take Whitemon. He's the sacrificial lamb to ensure the retreat, and Masa picks up where he left off. Another sick Mars play from him.
Very nicely done.
I love T1. They get the Philly Stone and it goes to the Leshrac. Ugh. The supports are just like, come on.
Cause they just want everything these days, you know?
That's just like, you know, I need the mana. That's it's like, it's not about the gold. Ooh, there's the blink.
Oh, poor
Catches
Whitemon.
the CM. Dawnbreaker's going to follow it up with the Solar Guardian. Pops right onto the Wraith King, who should die at least once here. The question is going to be, can they kill him a second time? The Io's tethering up the Doom. The Doom comes out. Is this going to be enough? It looks like Cuckoo, full retreat, gets relocated out of this one, but that means 23 Savage doesn't have an escape plan, nor does Carl. The slows are just too much, and with Massa blinking in, 1 or 2 more right clicks will finish him off, and huge win for Motivate Trust.
Very nicely done then by Masaros. But at least someone's not going to immediately burst you down in a lot of these engagements.
Yeah. Definitely feeling like we're at that point where the CM is falling off as far as being a high-impact hero.
She is still leading the way through
Boombell
this smoke.
blinks away. Pogo stick as well. They find a different target. It's going to be the Razor. The Solar Garden is there, and Razor gets a chance to BKB link off onto 23 Savage. He's got the reincarnation, but a lot of damage being stolen, and Motivate Trust decide not to go diving. They find a nice little CM target. Why not? Let's take that. Carl's going to be careful. He's in the front lines here. I think he's got the eye to back him up, and with 23 Savage throwing away his first life, this could go well for T1. Carl needs to stay alive. He's banking on the eye with a nice burst heal. Gotcha Boy's out of mana. Can they get this Wraith King? He's not really getting low enough, and it's T1 who are coming out on top with Gacha Boy out of health,
Even
out
the
of
reload.
mana.
Offensive.
Relocate forward with the doomed up Razor. They want this kill. He's got no backup, and this is a big fight. That's what T1 were looking for.
They just ran out of juice. Like they popped everything there. Viper had nothing at the end of that fight.
So 23 Savage has to be careful about frontlining, and this Roche is dropping fast enough.
Jackie actually ends up taking it.
See, they do see this coming. They've still got that cliff ward, and they're going to smoke maybe right into this one. T1 feeling like the Solar Guardian being on cooldown could be an opening for them,
Nice
and
positioning.
Motivate Trust have to maybe
Gotcha, boy.
get out of this one. Yeah, he's going to just BKB. Can he TP out? Not against the Doom. Will he go in? Cuckoo. He's
just keep
thinking about it.
envisioning.
He's waiting for the BKB to wear off. There's going to be an instant ATOS, but Gacha Boy is in all sorts of trouble. Motivate Trust have to just cut their losses.
Not ideal positioning coming through there from Gacha Boy.
Playing around that area, they decide, okay, time to smoke in. They scan, they know it's safe, and they're going to probably
Good
look to
build,
put
good
down a
position
high
again.
ground. Yeah, from both teams, really. Motivate Trust reading this movement.
Gacha Boy.
Oh, he gets the BKB off. Got off the Viper Strike as well. There's no Doom, but the right click from the Wraith King may just be too much. The Dawnbreaker
That's a
Solar
lot of
Guardian
healing.
keeps him alive. They heal him back up. The Doom goes down with the help of the Finger of Death. CM, you know, just doing CM things and feeding.
That's like committing the ultimate.
23 Savage in trouble with the DD rune. He thought he had the physical damage to chase down the BKB Viper, but he did not, and now he may die a second time. With Roshan respawning soon, this could be a disaster for T1. They're going to lose a third hero.
Luckily enough for T1 though, 2.5 minutes on the Roche. It's a long one.
They're not even... Nate, well, Dawnbreaker's not there, but can ulti in.
Yeah.
Roche is down. They get scammed, but it's too late.
All right. T1, they just feel like they can wait that little bit longer, maybe get that extra item that they need. I mean, a leveler, if they're able to take a successful team fight, means that they can then progress into more objectives for themselves, but they actually go on forward.
Whoa, they caught him with a Hex Earth Spike. I don't know if they've got the damage, and with the Aeon Disc and the relocate out, he stays alive. Does Jackie look to fight with the refresher?
Spot, though.
Yeah, 23 Savage on the low ground. He's invis. Do they have detection for this one? Jackie may get stunned. He goes on the back lines here, but the Hex is there.
What
Wraith
a
King.
Hex.
Yeah, he gets him. And 23 Savage does have the 2 lives. He was Leshrak coming in from the back lines. Boombell in all sorts of trouble. His line gets
done his
sliced to
job.
pieces, but he has done his job. He killed off the CM and the IO. They force out the buyback, but with the Doom on the Viper, Fearless is in trouble here, and the buybacks will prevail for T1, guaranteeing that this fight does go okay for them. See where they look to go now. Carl using that
he's a little
Trickster cloak.
moving around aggressively here.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in the region. Oof.
They're
Savage.
nearby, yeah,
Oh,
Massa.
Oh, he's stuck between them. It's nighttime. That might be a saving grace here.
But they've caught the Wraith King. Reincarnation has come back up, but he's going to lose his first life for nothing on the backlines. It's a great Mars Arena onto 2. That's why 23 Savage has been completely left alone. But Cuckoo, he shows up with a Blink Hoof Stomp, perhaps to save the day. They've lost the CM, but that's all they've lost so far. And Massa without a BKB could be in trouble with the
heals.
Dawnbreaker, the Solar Guardian. He keeps him alive. Instead, they go into Carl. Earthspike gets Lotus. Great turnaround. It's a 2-hero Earthspike on a Motivate Trust. And now Cuckoo blinks in with another 2-hero stun. The Hoof Stomp is there. Split Earth to follow it up. T1 with a perfect execution. Somehow win this fight. That looked horrible for them, but the Lotus Orb just turned everything around.
What gameplay coming out there from Carl, you know. Just in the slot the entire time. Actually doesn't have it at all, so it's not going to be quite as quick of a push into the high ground as they might be hoping for, but still a lot to deal with that Diabolic Edict. You've also got Carl hanging on to level 25, so...
Yeah, that's painful as they do go charging with the buyback on Massa. They want to fight this one. Jackie in the front lines pops the refresher. They
Breaks the
spear
link,
in
though.
the Wraith King. 23 Savage goes down, and Jackie wants to keep fighting. Wraith King's going to buy back for this one. He has got the outposted TP too, so he'll be back in here soon. But Jackie,
That left shard, though, is doing a lot
gotta
of work.
be careful. Yep, they can't run into the Split Earth. There is going to be a Solar Guardian trying to heal them back up. Nice Arena, going to spear Carl. But the Lesh stunts keep on coming, and now Wraith
Cuckoo
King, he's
double
going to be
stun.
back. Cuckoo, huge stuns from him as Massa gets low. They're just getting torn to shreds. T1 have taken out Mars and the Lion, forced out the buyback from the Razor and Dawnbreaker, who died in that too, and now with a 20k gold lead and racks being claimed, they want to go for the killing blow.
I mean, I'm pretty sure Jackie used the refresher in that previous one, so even with the buyback, he's not going to have a ton of effectiveness, and 3 heroes, no buyback. This might be it.
They're dying one by one. That shard ended up coming up huge, and Carl just making full use of all these items. Shivers, Bloodstone, the Lotus Orb, we saw some sick plays. And it looks like T1 have done it. They're going for the tier 4s in the throne in 2 versus 5. I don't see any way Motivate Trust can turn this one around. And unfortunately for them, a close 3-game series is not going to go their way. GG is called, and T1 have done it.
Oh, it just went a little bit too late. You know, those BKB started to come out, those big survivability items, the Lotus Orb, you know, a little bit more tankiness on the CM and the IO, which meant that Masaros isn't instantly able to chunk down those heroes